Hi everyone, welcome to my channel and welcome to episode 5 of the series What Ireland Sounds Like. So far we've been focusing on folk music, traditional music and dance as we watched Riverdance yesterday, so make sure you go check out the whole series here. But today we are shifting focus to more contemporary and more pop genres of Ireland. And in my opinion, there's no better place to start these episodes with U2, with or without you. So U2 was a band that was formed in Dublin in 1976. The band members were still teenagers when this band was formed. I'm gonna put their names here. They started with punk and post-punk roots in music, but then later on they shifted to a lot of different genres like rock, ambient, gospel, and political themes, which helped them gain more recognition for their works. And by the mid-1980s, U2 was not just a big band in Ireland, but it was one of the biggest bands in the world. So the song we're talking about and looking at is With or Without You. That was one of the most famous songs even to this day. It was released in 1987 and it was part of their 5th studio album, The Joshua Tree, and it hit #1 in the US, and it's still, as I said, it's very recognizable and very iconic music.
See the stone set in your eyes, see the thorn twist in your side. I'll wait for you. Sleight of hand and twist of fate, on a bed of nails she makes me wait, and I wait without.
So the arrangement of this song makes it a little more melancholic in my opinion, because of all the guitar pattern that is happening in the background, and the music kind of having the same pattern over and over again, and then the melody kind of floating on the top. We can go back a little and you guys pay attention to that, but I feel like that really helps with it kind of has a zen effect, that is you are just lost in there if you just listen very slowly. And I like that it's kind of we haven't got to the climax yet, but it's kind of builds everything slowly, as it doesn't give it away right away. And I think that's really helping the full effect. And the lyrics are just so beautiful, so relatable. It can be interpreted into a lot of things, but either way it's beautiful. So here we go a little back.
Sleight of hand and twist of fate, on a bed of nails she makes me wait, and I wait without you, with or without you, with or without you. Through the storm we reach the shore. You gave it all, but I want more, and I'm waiting for you, with or without you, with or without you.
So a little bit about the lyrics. I know, again, it can be interpreted in a lot of different ways, and I think that's the beauty of any art, not just music or poetry or anything. Once it's out there, the artist is totally separated from the art, in my opinion, and then it's just basically the artist is dead and the art is left for everyone else to interpret. So that's why I really I am curious sometimes to go look at, oh, what is this lyrics about, or what did the songwriter said about it. but also at the same time, I don't want to ruin that because I want it to be up to me as a listener to kind of like find a relationship between the words and find something in my personal life, or see what is it about. But in this case, he described it as a conflict between love and duty, basically, and basically finding balance between personal life and his relationship. But since it's YouTube and they have a lot of like under layers in most of their songs, it can also be between like a lot of things. Like there's always a tension between like faith and flesh, or something about presence and absence. So it can be like basically a conflict between anything that you want to put the theme on. It can be a love life, it can be about your identity, it can be about religion. So that's why I said the beauty of it is just like not knowing and finding whatever it is, and it can be anything.
With or without you, and you give yourself away, and you give yourself away, and you give, and you give, and you give yourself away. My hands are tied, the body bruised. She got me with nothing to win and nothing left to lose. And you give yourself away, and you give yourself away, and you give, and you give, and you give yourself away.
So as we talked about, you see how like slow the climax is. It's not just a sudden, with a lot of different, especially like, I don't know, rock music. I'm not sure what genre does this one falls into. It can be like a blend of different things, but it's usually like a softer part that is very intimate, and it suddenly just like gets worked up, which also is beautiful. But the thing that I like about this is doesn't have that sudden thing. It's very like gradual, that it builds up and up, so you don't really realize the change, or like the crescendo and the whole thing.
With or without you, with or without you, I can live. With or without
This part by far is my favorite. I know there's not a lot of singing going on, but again, there's like a feeling of suspension, that just the pattern is repeating. I don't want to call it like an ostinato because we're not talking about classical music or Baroque time, but ostinato is basically like a bass line only, that just it's like a maybe 8 measure pattern or 16 measure pattern, that is like a only like a bass line that goes all the way, and it keeps repeating throughout the whole piece. Like Bach has a lot of those. So I don't want to call it that because I'm not sure if that's the right term, but that came to my mind. But that repeating pattern of like the harmony progression and the background music, just being there, and then with like some vocal, like the harmonizing that he's doing, I feel like it's very melancholic and also like suspension. It has a lot of suspension to it, so it's so cool. It's such a timeless song, I feel like. I mean, when a song is still relevant today after like these many years, I think it's like right to call it timeless. And I'm sure like 20 years from now it will still be celebrated. And I feel like with starting with U2 and then the Cranberries, which we're gonna talk about tomorrow, it all in all showed that Ireland has more to offer than folk music and the river dance that we talked about. I know those are very beautiful, but this part of Ireland also like showed us that it's also very, very interesting in contemporary and pop rock, all these modern genres. And I'm so happy to got a chance basically to listen to all of these with you guys. It's been a very interesting journey for me. So thank you so much for following me along this journey, and thank you for watching this episode. Make sure you come back tomorrow for the Cranberries. We're going to talk about Zombie, the very famous song of that band. And make sure you like this video, comment, leave a comment what you think about it, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.